Infiltration. They are among us, here now. They have been on Earth for more than 2 years. The populace at large unaware of their presence or their terrifying intentions. An advance guard of alien mechanoids in forms designed to mimic local forms of transportation, communication, hardware, and weaponry, instigating a staged plan of staggering proportion. Phase 1 has begun. Earth 2006, and the fate of the planet is already sealed, its destiny decided by the marauding mechanical being known as Decepticons. In their way stand an embattled crew of 7 hardy Autobot warriors sworn to prevent the impending Armageddon at any cost. An unlikely trio of human misfits pulled kicking and screaming into a hidden world of pain and hurt. The can of worms is open, the genie out of the bottle, and nothing will ever be the same again. For the first few years of IDW's publishing Transformers, there was no main ongoing comic series. Instead, the story was split across a succession of miniseries, beginning with Infiltration, followed by Stormbringer, Transformers Spotlight, Escalation, and so on. To make it easier to follow, we have introduced a legacy issue numbering system starting with Infiltration. Presented by IDW Publishing. Transformers Infiltration Volume 1, Issue 0, Legacy Issue 1. A woman steals an item from a businessman that turns out to be more than meets the eye. Prelude to Infiltration. At a bus stop in Phoenix, Arizona, young Verity Carlo is picking her marks when she spies a high-end palmtop PC being used by an anonymous businessman. Eager to nab the device, she's unaware that she's not the only one interested in the computer. From nearby, black sports car, someone or something is just as intrigued. The Decepticons Runabout, aka Overrun, and Run Amok are the Battle Chargers, a nearly inseparable pair of hooligans disguised as Earth vehicles. Using a stolen ticket, Verity hops onto the same Los Angeles-bound bus as the businessman. While he's napping, she lifts his palm-top computer. Then, with the help of a rancid bagel, she fakes illness and she is left at the side of the road. The bus takes off, followed closely by 2 seemingly normal sports cars. In a bunker deep beneath Oregon, a report comes in. A target of interest has been sanitized, but the cachet is missing, a state of affairs that Starscream cannot abide. Starscream orders his agents to find it. Alone on the side of the road, Verity sticks out her thumb and is picked up by an intense young man named Hunter O'Neill, who is rather self-conscious about his last name. Verity tries to figure out why a kid like him is in the middle of nowhere. After she grills him about his alien paraphernalia, O'Neill exasperately reveals why he's come to the desert, only to swerve suddenly when he spots trouble ahead. The two take a detour and discover that Verity's bus has been run off the road by 2 sports cars. Everyone seems to be okay except for the businessman whose palm top Verity stole is missing. He was sanitized by Runabout and Run Amok, who informs Starscream that the palm top, the asset, is missing. Who is this person? He is Stalker, alias Finkelrock, an agent of the mysterious machination, operating out of a trailer in Tucson, Arizona under the name Finkelrock. Stoker infiltrated a Decepticon bunker in Nebraska, took pictures of the interior, and stored them on his SM-40 computer. As the two depart, O'Neill explains his story. He runs a website devoted to alien conspiracy theories. 2 years ago, he claims Earth was invaded by aliens, not just any aliens, but gigantic mechanoids who have managed to escape human detection by disguising themselves. I run this website, Hunter says, and it supports a widely held theory that 2 or more years ago we were invaded by extraterrestrial mechanoids. They're in disguise. A skeptical Verity has a good laugh at Hunter's expense until a red light floods the van. The source of the beam is a Decepticon fighter, Thundercracker. Thundercracker is marked as an outlier due to his ability to create incredible loud sonic booms. He first met Skywarp at the Academy of Advanced Technology. Skywarp grew to resent the Academy, convinced that they were treated as second-class citizens because of their airborne alternate modes. When Senator Starscream approached them, Skywarp persuaded Thundercracker to join them. The two were subsequently rebuilt into body frames identical to Starscream's own. Seconds later, the two humans realized its scanning beam emitted by the blue light, which on Starscream's order is containing the asset. Seconds later, the two humans realize its scanning beam emitted by the blue jet, which on Starscream's orders is containing the asset. Thundercracker turns around and heads straight for Hunter and Verity. Hunter nervously says, I think maybe it just scanned, and whatever it was looking for, it found it. The two humans flee their van as it's blown to bits, their only means of escape destroyed. Thundercracker then prepares to purge the humans. We can't stay here, Hunter insists. If he's what I think he is, he'll come back to finish a job. We have to run. Verity wonders aloud if they can talk the jet down, but Hunter reveals a chilling detail. He got a good look at the jet's cockpit, and there's nobody inside. Talking's not an option, Hunter says grimly. Verity cannot believe this is happening, but Hunter insists, it's happening now. Come on. He's coming back. Thundercracker, having blown up the van, is now heading straight for the two humans. Just then, an ambulance appears, speeding towards them. As the jet comes from another pass, the two humans try to make a break for it, never expecting to be saved by the ambulance. The ambulance is none other than Autobot Ratchet. Once a bright and idealistic Dr. Ratchet's youthful optimism was tempered as Cybertron descended into millions of years of civil war, giving rise to a world of wary cynicism he has since made his own. Ratchet's cantankerous and sometimes gruff attitude is in fact a facade he has deliberately cultivated to mask his natural compassion for his fellow Autobots and innocent organics, a personality trait that has proven invaluable during his adventures on Earth. Ratchet zooms to their rescue and sends their jet fleeing with a roof-mounted cannon. The ambulance smiling driver reveals himself and tells the two, if you want to live, you better come with me. Verity and Hunter know strange things are happening, especially with these driverless vehicles carrying heavy ammunition. Interesting, neither the Autobots nor the Decepticons have revealed their true forms as giant robots just yet. Ratchet in particular attempts to maintain cover by using a fairly unconvincing creation called a hollow matter avatar, a dynamic hologram capable of interacting with the physical world. All of these ties into the robots in disguise concept, where both factions wage their war on alien worlds in secret, maintaining a strict form of cover in the early stages of the invasion. Next, presented by IDW Publishing, Transformers Infiltration, Volume 1, Issue 1, Legacy Issue 2.